Have returned once again today to deliver another stream of Golden Kamuy. In this stream we are covering episode 4 of Golden Kamuy. We're good to go. The sound is working perfectly. So yes, last episode was actually really freaking good. Like, it really was. It's probably the most shining examples of all anime that season. It is. The anime is absolutely freaking incredible so far. Like, I'm absolutely loving every single second of it. Like, I hope it actually continues in this vein, because if it does, as I said last stream, it will be kind of a contender for anime of the year for me, because it's just so freaking good. There's just nothing wrong with it so far, besides production issues, but really, episode 3 now. Episode 3 really just kind of improved a lot of the flaws that was episode 2 and 1, so it wasn't as bad. So hopefully it does continue, because if it does, holy crap, this will be probably one of the best of the year. So yeah, let's see what happens, because last week's episode actually really did delve into the characters themselves and the relationships between them, so hopefully it does continue also in that vein, because it was good. It was good stuff. So let's put on Twitter, I've gone live for Golden Kamuy episode 4. Yeah. We're good to go. It's one of those ones I wish that Twitch would just put a message out on Twitter saying I've gone live. I might be completely missing the point. It actually does do it. I just haven't enabled the feature, but it would be pretty neat, to be honest. So I know YouTube does it. YouTube's the only one that actually does do it. So hopefully this should actually follow suit one day. It's the only flaw I have with Twitch. So let's quickly check whether or not it did actually work. And we are. I hope we are. Why is Twitter going really weird today? Yeah, it's worked. Twitter's been really weird today as well. So anyway, enough talk of my problems with social media. And let's get this show on the road. So in 3, 2, 1, let's begin this thing now. Hello! Uh-oh. That was an almost uh-oh there, but it wasn't an uh-oh in the end. It's all as good. Oh. Oh. I still really do appreciate how they're actually handling the MacGuffin. I actually think it's really, really neat because it's not always the kind of the forefront. It's there, but it's not always kind of like the main thing. It's actually kind of a neat way to look at it because sometimes it actually can make the MacGuffin the centralized point, and it's what kind of is the only thing you know. But here it's actually kind of allowing the characters to kind of, as I think I said last week during stream, that it's allowing the characters to actually grow as the events kind of grow as well. Which I actually really do like, because it's allowing the MacGuffin to act as kind of a ploy to actually allow the characters themselves to grow while the adventure's still going on. It's a different way to look at it, really. The MacGuffin's not kind of MacGuffin in its own way. But this show is so freaking good. Like, goddamn, this show is amazing. I don't know why, but a little bear always makes me smile. I've seen a little bear, it just makes me smile. Also to note, the fact is that the fire's not CG anymore. I've noticed that the fire's not CG. This show's really hurting my heart now. Like, really hurting my heart. Oh. 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 It's happening, boys. the voice acting in this show is amazing. Like, the voice acting is just so freaking good. I don't think I actually ever mentioned it, how great the actual voice acting actually is. Oh. Oh man, really? You can end it there. You can end it right there. No! Come on! Just when it's all gonna come together. Damn it! Oh, my nose feels really bad today. Jeez, Christ. What's going on with my nose and my eyes? End it right there. God damn you. That was a good episode. It's a really freaking good episode. It once again got the ball rolling on the sense of the narrative scale, because I guess it's kind of been a bit more calm recently. But it was one of those things that it kind of took the logical steps it needed to take in the sense of relationships as well. His idea of not wanting to endanger one another, and that whole entire idea as well. And I thought it was actually kind of a neat way to actually kind of develop the relationship. It kind of proves that then at what point the loyalty lies, I guess. It's just kind of a neat way to do it, I think. Oh man, my nose is actually really bad. So yeah, I mean, going back to what I was going to say just now, I like the fact that they're actually kind of slightly disbanded, because one of the things this show will now prove to us is the fact that actually, in theory, they actually can work alone because they're very strong as characters, in the sense of how they've been developed so far. I mean, we've had this idea of how strong Aspida is as a person, just on her own. I think these episodes that might actually kind of part them away might just prove that to us perfectly, which is what we need, actually. We need to kind of see that these characters actually can work with one another, but then also work alone as well. This idea of how they actually will work separately. It's actually one of those things that I liked how logically took the steps to actually kind of do this. I thought it was actually one of those things that in other shows you're kind of like, oh, why would you do that? But here it's actually kind of sort of like, you get what was going on here. You get why maybe Sugimoto wanted to leave her there, because it's one of those things, I guess, that he sees the respect that she has in the village and doesn't want anything bad to happen to her, because, as you know, this whole entire thing is kind of very, 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 very scary. In essence, we have characters so far that's proved to us that this is a very dangerous path. It's not a path that's actually quite just very simple. It's a path that's kind of very much a scary place to go towards. So it's one of those things that you can understand what Sugimoto was doing. I thought, okay, I mean, it was logical for him to actually kind of say, maybe it might be best if I just kind of leave, because it's one of those things that she's in danger if I stay here any longer, or if she goes with me now. It's one of those things I actually kind of like, but it just proves to us even more so, as I said beforehand, this idea of how these characters actually can work parted. I actually quite like that, because we need to know, we need to see. I like Aspida. I want to see Aspida on her own and see how she actually kind of just goes about things. It'd be kind of neat. I actually want to see more Sugimoto alone as well, because it's one of those things that he's a neat character in his own right, and to actually kind of see him just kind of act alone might be kind of an awesome thing to see. You know, he does kind of prove to you there and then in that last scene that what kind of character actually is, how strong he is as a person, all those things. And also the same thing goes for Aspida as well. I thought it was actually a really neat way to actually kind of go about developing these characters and reinforcing certain things that have already been established about these characters. I thought good job on that part. I thought it was really freaking well done, because it really went about things, but in a very, very cool manner. It wasn't like as if it kind of felt forced, which other shows it can do, but here it kind of felt like it was a genuine development for a character, a genuine development for a relationship as well. I mean, it might lead to a kind of maybe some, I don't know, some anger towards the both of them, but it might actually then lead to a strong relationship as well, because in essence he will then see how strong she is, and then in turn might then see how strong he is as well. She's seen it already, but even more so now, because look, just then, it's one of those things that at that point you thought to yourself, wow, it's getting really, really, really bad for Sugimoto, but in essence it didn't phase him once. He just carried on. He just plowed through it and just kind of He proved to us he is the immortal Tsukimoto. I actually really do like that. In other shows, it kind of will get draining to actually kind of see a person reinforce a statement that's been said like 10 billion times. But here, it kind of feels as if it's actually one of those things that it just proves to you how strong he actually is. And each time he says it, it just kind of grows him as a character. It grows him in a sense that you kind of know that nothing can phase the person. Even if it's actually kind of gonna get very freaking tough, it won't phase him at all. It will just get through it. I actually quite like that, because it doesn't really feel like as if it's just kind of reinforcing it for the sake of reinforcing. It's reinforcing it in the sense of just kind of allowing the character just to be kind of like, yeah, I can get through this. I'm not gonna go down for nothing. Because actually one of those things I actually kind of like, because it's just, I don't know, there's another show I can think of that had a catchphrase being said constantly, and it just kind of felt a bit too forced. There's not many shows that do it, but it's just certain ones that you kind of feel as if it's like, okay, you can stop now. I mean, other shows do it still pretty freaking damn well. I mean, I swear Gurren Lagann has it as well. It has the catchphrase being constantly said. I swear it's Gurren Lagann, actually. I'm trying to remember. It's the thing. I say these things, I'm trying to think of examples afterwards. I know there's examples of it, but it's your brain kind of just has a massive, like, blank moment. You're like, wait a second. Yeah, there is, but I just can't think of a name right now. But one of the things to note is I like how the direction the show is going. It's not in the kind of anime terms, if you get what I mean. What I liked about this show since episode 1, it feels very cinematic. It feels as if it's actually, you're watching a very, very much a long movie. It's not kind of like, it's not structured. It's not kind of, hasn't the composition of a kind of a normal anime. The same thing happens to Steins Gate Zero as well. Steins Gate Zero this season has also got that. It feels very cinematic. It feels as if it's actually kind of bridging that gap between what is otherwise an anime and an anime film. I actually quite like that, because Geno Studio did come from their first venture was a movie, so it proves to you there and then that they actually do have what it takes to actually kind of make a very freaking nice looking show. It's just in shot composition, in lighting and stuff like that, it just proves to you there and then that it's just very much, they know what they're doing, and the shot composition is just really freaking nice. I actually quite like it. It's very cinematic. It's very much more than just your average anime. It's actually kind of got a direction behind it. It's got some heart. It just has some content to it, and I actually quite like that. I thought it was actually a really neat thing. So yeah, really, all in all, this show has been so freaking great so far. I actually absolutely adore it. I think it's actually really freaking good. I love Abuto's character. I call him Abuto because he's voiced by Abuto from Gintama. But I love him. He's just his voice actor just brings him to life. It's just, you feel every sentence he says, it gets underneath your skin. It is so well done. I'm just like, I just can't help it. He just kind of like, oh, it creeps you out, because he does it so goddamn well. It's one of the things that all the voice actors do in the show. They bring their A game when it comes to voicing their characters. They bring to life. If the animation doesn't always kind of convey the feelings correctly for a character, the actual VAs will do such a great job conveying that emotion. It actually is actually a good substitute for the actual animation itself. For a really freaking good job on that part, because the VAs do such a good job at like just kind of conveying the characters' emotions, and also actually bring those characters to life. So really freaking well done. It shows us so freaking good. I love it. It really is. So yeah, that is me done for today. So, as always, if you have enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole on Twitch, then do give a follow, because indeed, it does make quite a bit. If you enjoy what I do here on YouTube, and you do want to leave a like, then do leave a like, because indeed, it does make quite a bit. If you enjoy what I do here on YouTube, and you want to stay that ever bit longer, then do leave a sub, because indeed, it does make quite a bit. But I've indeed been the driver, and I'll see you guys later.